Thanks, Jana. It's now time for Mental Wellness Wednesday. Our friend Dr. Tracy Alloway is back, and today's topic is a good one. So with the holidays, a lot of family get-togethers, and sometimes there could be stress and tension that happens during those meetings, but there's science behind really what's happening, kind of behind the scenes.
Yes, that's right. So psychologists have this term called enmeshment, and it's like the name suggests, you're overly connected. And really, essentially, this means that there's very poor boundaries between you and another family member. It could be a parent, it could be a sibling, it could be an in-law, anything. But essentially, it's this idea that that person or even you feel that you have a right or a vote into their major decision making.
It's really interesting because as soon as you were talking to me about this, right away I thought about parents or maybe like a mother-in-law or something like that. It's like they feel like they control us. But then as a parent, I feel like I could control my kids, so I get it. It kind of comes full circle.
It does, and I think there are a few signs that you can look for as an adult to know whether you are in an enmeshed type of relationship. One is, do you absorb the other person's feelings? So I often see this with my clients where they may say, I'm always on edge, I don't know, is this family member going to be angry? And they view it as their responsibility to kind of fix that anger, to fix that sadness in another family member.
That's interesting, and I feel like that could be part of the reason why sometimes there's stress. Like when you go see loved ones, especially if you haven't seen them for a while, it shouldn't be about that. But you're so connected,
Yes.
You're already starting to feel how they might feel or respond to certain situations.
Yes.
And it's taxing on you.
It can be emotionally draining. And another thing to look for is if you notice your happiness or even your self-esteem is connected to the other person. So it's so enmeshed that whatever they say affects like, oh, I was feeling good about myself, but maybe now I'm second guessing what I've done or all things about yourself.
Interesting. So what are some things we could do? How do we navigate this and almost prepare ahead of time and maybe just set something up so while we're in the moment, it's not a bad visit?
Sure, absolutely. Such a great question, Mark. And there are three things. The first one is based on my own research, and it's this idea of agency. And my own research has demonstrated that agency or feeling like you have a voice is the most important buffer or protector against depression. So you can simply do a check. Ask yourself, is this what I want? Someone may say, hey, have some more, have second, thirds. And you're like, sure, I guess. I have a hard time saying no. But just stop and do a quick check. Is this what I want? And if your answer is no, be okay with saying no.
That makes a lot of sense. And then also you have on here, create a boundary and remind yourself of that boundary.
Yes, so I like to tell my clients this, even use a physical gesture that, you don't have to tell everyone what you're doing, but draw a circle. Maybe it's a reminder for yourself that, hey, they can have an opinion and you can accept that, but that's your circle. It doesn't have to come into your circle and affect your identity, your sense of self.
And then the last one on here, is it helpful to say this? So before you say anything,
that's right.
That makes sense. You're kind of checking yourself, like, does this help?
That's right. And so the emotion, your frustration, is a valid emotion, but that doesn't mean we have to act on every single emotion we have. So you may feel frustrated. Why is this family member constantly telling me what I should do? And it's okay to feel that, but ask yourself, is it helpful for me to communicate this in that moment? And you might just want to say, I'm going to step out, just take a breath and come back in.
So one of the things that I do, and you can judge me on this with your background.
Never.
Whenever, I'm particularly with the in-laws, right? One of the things that I'll do is I will sit at the kid table. And the reason why is I created a boundary, a safe space. You can't say that I'm neglecting people because I'm having fun with the kids.
Sure.
I could be myself and not get involved with any of the political jargon, whatever it might be.
Right.
And if they say, come over here, I'm like, I'm having fun with the kids.
Right.
So then it's kind of to win by losing, I guess.
Right. No, I love that. And what a great way. Everyone's happy. The kids are happy. You're happy.
Tell my wife that. She always yells at me. She's like, don't escape to the kids' table.
It's not an escape.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you so much. And if people want to learn more about you, what's the best route?
I have a website, tracyalloway.com. I'm on social media, Dr. Tracy Alloway, and I'd love to connect.
All right. And I'm hanging out at the kids' table in case you're looking for me at most parties. All right. Stick around, more to come right after this.